What? Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to party today. Oh, I feel good. Thank you for asking. How
Everything
about
is
you
good.
guys? How about you?
I'm so good.
Okay. What topic are we gonna talk about today?
Fun fact about country or
Hmm.
It's
Indonesia.
about our country or maybe our mythology, like that.
Oh,
You know,
that's interesting. Okay. Who's gonna go first?
I begin the first, okay.
Okay.
Uh, Indonesia have a mythos. The myth of the sparrow chirping, the myth of the crow. If there is a person who did, if you sit in front of the door, it will not be smooth. If the crow is burned, the ghost of the road comes. If you hit the cat, it will be bad luck. If you sit in front of the door, especially a woman, it is difficult to find a partner. If you sit on a pillow, it will cause you cross. If you the chameleon beeps 7 times, then there are good. Okay, okay. This mythos in Indonesian.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some myth story in Indonesia. So this one is called Malin Kundang. The original story is set at a specific location, the Air Manis Beach in Padang, West Sumatra. Malin Kundang tells the story of an ungrateful son who is cursed into stone by his mother. If you visit the beach, you can see a stone believed to be the cursed Malin Kundang because it is shaped like a person face down on his knees begging for forgiveness. Another we actually have Indonesia actually have another folk tale from West Kalimantan. It's called Batu Menangis or the Crying Stone, and it has a very similar story to Meling Kundang, but no Crying Stone has ever has ever been discovered in the area. There are some difference between the two stories. Malin Kundang in the beginning of the story is a hardworking, obedient young man. He sells the world to get more money to support his mother. And after many years, Malin Kundang begged a rich man. New fame, Malin now refused to be associated with his poor mother. That's when the mother prays for him to be transformed into stone. Meanwhile, the folk tale from West Kalimantan, the Crying Stone, main character is a spoiled girl who never lifts a finger to help her mother. Instead, she keeps saying to people that mother is actually her maid. Mother finally has enough and prayed to God that the girl is turned into stone. So that's one myth story that I can give you guys. Kevin, what myth do you know in Indonesia?
I know some of myth characters. Actually, a lot of myth characters in Indonesia, but I will tell you just only some of it. First, I will start with Leak. First generation mystical creature Leak. Leak is a mythological creature from one of the famous island in Indonesia is Bali. Bali is an island with very beautiful resorts as well as rich culture. The culture are not manifesting only in traditional dance, music, or rituals. They also comes in different forms. Story. So yes, Bali has many traditional stories. Lick is one of it. So Lick is actually human who are wanting to be rich and cooperating with a bad creature from other worlds. The famous one consists of two men and one woman. They are ordinary human in daytime, but and they become like every night. They become like every night. This mystical creature are manifest through human her head with nobody. The interesting of the human is dangling from the head, without the body that cover it. And then the people of Bali believe that Lek will come every night to suck the blood out of children and a pregnant woman. They need that blood in order to interest their health. And I have another one. This is Limbuswana. Limbuswana is caught trunk but not 11. Not 11. Caught wing but not a bird. And this is the one, Limbuswana. Limbuswana is one of mythological creatures from the old time when Indonesia was still a part of kingdom of called Kutai Kingdom. This has been a creature that is built inside the dome of the kingdom as it's having several historic value for people. And meanwhile, this creature was the rule of the Mahakam River, and people believe that the king of Kutai Kartanagara, Mulawarman, is using this creature for his spiritual festival. This creature is a symbol of dominance and sovereignty, I think so, as people like to call it. And we have whole. Whole is like a bat actually. It is a mystical creature. It's just like many other cryptids. There is no physical evidence that this particular mystical creature exists. However, the number of the people that claim that they have seen this creature has been growing and growing through the entire country. So you can imagine how it's a large bat or a giant bat that has the wingspan of 3 meter, I think so. And this is twice as big as the large bat ever found in the story of human being. I always say it live in the middle of the deep forest in the Java Island, Indonesia. The females like to live in a group, while the males are living alone. They have huge wing, and also they have long snows and a long, thin crease and cold make everyone's shelters in fear. Some people actually believe that owl is not just a mystical creature. It is exists in actually is a giant bat or owl. And I will tell you about Banaspati. So Banaspati is more like urban legend that came from Java Island. This particular creature is actually dangerous, really dangerous, because it kind of hurts all people that can fight it. This is a fire, I think, a fire creature that flying around in the middle of the night looking for someone to hurt. It was too legendary form, just ordinary fire flying around, or maybe a fire human, like human with fire and flying around through the place. And the first form might not look that scary. It only comes in the size of human first. But however, if the witness is not tired to run while they are encountering this particular creature, it kind of feed off the human fear energy and makes the fire bigger and even majestic. So if you are afraid of that, thing, give them a lot of power. And this is of course dangerous because they can kill a human anytime they want. I said that Banaspati is sucking the blood too of its victim as a form of black magic thing. And another of manifestation of another black magic human. They are said to be walking with a hand in land and feet above. And I have Chindaku. Chindaku is one of our religion too from the Kranji city. Yeah, it's a Kranji city in Jambi province. And located in Sumatra Island, Jambi is one of area in Indonesia that has various interesting story about mid Indonesia. And one of the stories is Chindaku. Chindaku is said to be half of human and also half of tiger, a supernatural power which led the people posed to be able to transform are the people that maintaining the good connection between tiger and also between humans too. So by doing so, they hope that the tiger and human can live harmoniously. So, however, as the days goes further, there is one side of two. I think being human or tiger. This that is triggering the peaceful honor on this result is conflict between human and tiger. There are many people that is eaten by tiger because of the affiliation of the street and vice versa. I think so. And having Shindaku's supernatural ability or can turn into tiger is not always a good. As in actually, it is a controversy because there are several religions that forbid this ability, and it is said that the people who face this ability will have difficult when they die. Yeah, I think all of it. You guys have any question?
No, I don't have one. Zahira, how about you?
No, I don't have a questions.
Mm, do you want to continue the other myth that maybe you guys know?
No, no.
Hmm. Okay, so mm, what is it? I'm gonna ask you something, Kevin. What is your, you know, what is what is the creatures? What is the myth creatures that you really know? Like you've
I
heard it.
think is Leia because it's so familiar in my daily life. Because I usually see that even in real life. I ever see that one so big, but I'm just not see that in real life. I mean, true color, but I'm just only see the people make a figure of it, so I know it.
Hmm. What else can we talk about? Um, don't any of you guys have any question or something?
Now, let's continue to tell about the fun fact country. Part 2.
Okay. Sure, Zaira, you can go first.
Okay. The myth part 2 in Indonesia. If a pregnant woman brings kiss source, it will reverse bad luck. If you sip it at night, it will not run smoothly. Family, it be for their parents. A husband is prohibited from cutting or killing an animal. If killed, the child will be similar to the animal that was killed or maimed. If you eat the bed, you will get a lazy partner. If you hear the sound of a roasting crowing at night, will bring bad luck. If you throw hot water at night, it will have bad luck. If your eyelids fall, the myth is that there are others who miss you. If you keep hiccuping, then someone is talking about you. And also, if your ears are hot, then someone is talking about you. If you wear green clothes on the south coast, then you will drown on the south coast. That is myth in Indonesia part 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna continue your myth. Actually, the reasons behind we can't use green clothes on South Beach is because there's a myth about this. I don't know, like uh uh creatures or something. I don't know, like she it calls Nyiroro Kidul. I Some of you guys already knew her name. Mm, she's Nyi Roro Kidul, or spelled as Nyi Roro Kidulis, an Indonesian goddess of the sea. She's the queen of the southern sea. In Javanese and Sundanese mythology, Nyai Roro Kidul is often illustrated as a mermaid. This mythical creature is claimed to take the soul of anybody she wishes. For rent, she usually prefers handsome young men. The role of Nyai Roro Kidul as a Japanese spirit queen became a popular in traditional Japanese folklore, as well as being tied in with the beauty of Sundanese and Japanese princesses. Mm, Another aspect of her mythology was her ability to change her look several times a day. She changed her appearance as a beautiful young woman during full moon and appear as an old woman at other times. So, Kevin, what is your another mythology that you maybe know?
Okay. Mythology. Let me think. Oh, yeah. I will tell you about Kuyang. You know, some of you maybe know about Kuyang. So Kuyang is actually a human. So it's like human with um, different power can make their head come out with their a lot of organs and things like that. And this is trying to find a blood of a little kid, or maybe what is it? Someone who's not married, or maybe not. A girl who not virgin, a girl who is still virgin, because it gives or health. So I think it's like that. And I know a little thing about neural keto before. So actually, before her becoming neural keto, a lot of people. This is only some people say about this thing. So neural keto also before it is a queen. Oh, I don't know, it's queen or maybe a princess because some people hate her because her is so beauty. Some is have someone who poisoned her, so her skin is turning bad, like terrible. So a lot of people try to kill her, but at the time she's jumped in the water. At the time, once she's jumped in the water, she's changed into a miracle, or maybe we, as we know, a queen of what's her name? No, yeah, I think Nirokidul. She become Nirokidul, and also because I think it's some Jin power on things like that. Yeah, this the thing that I know about her.
Okay, Zahira, do you have another myth that maybe you can share to us?
Now I think it's enough. Okay. Can I give you a question or opinion?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. What do you think about myths or folklore or something like that? Give me a reason.
Oh, um, mm, uh, I mean, I think, in my opinion, a myth or legend or the folklore is there for a reason. For the example, the reasons why we can't use green shirt on South Sea is actually because I think I've read it somewhere, but correct me if I'm wrong. but I think it because what's it called? If you are using a green shirt and if you are, one day uh get were getting drowned, people say that it's a lot harder to find you, I think, because mm, the color is, like it's almost the same. I think I've read it somewhere. And for the story, it's actually, I think it's just folk story. It's actually just a way how it's just tell us to, just some of the folk stories actually have a really good meaning behind that. So yeah, I think it just so that we can learn from that story, and so that we're not gonna do the same as the folk first said. How about you, Kevin?
Okay. So what are you think about a myth? So I think not all a myth is false or not true. I believe some of it because a lot of people say that this is true. I can prove it that's true. When they can prove it, I start to believe it. But if they cannot prove it, I'm just like confusing between I believe it or not. So this is in the middle. Like I caught in the middle that I have to believe it or not. So a lot of myth is made because some people let you feel it, or maybe it's only some people try to fake it something that because they scared of it. Yeah. But actually, the myth is not really bad because some of it is just like give you something to learn about. Like is about Malin Kundang is try to teach you that it's not good if you are bad thing to your parents. It's gonna be bad enough for you. And if you disobey your parents, you're gonna be feel something bad from the God. I think so. Everything is have a positive and negative thing behind it. The negative thing is make you feels like you have to be careful. But even when you're very be careful where you are careful too much about something, you're gonna be feels like not comfort in that place, so you can enjoy your life.
I think Kevin is praising right now. He's praising in the middle of his. Okay, Kevin, are you there now? You're freezing in the middle of your opinion.
Okay,
So,
I'm freezing. So everything is have a two side, positive and also negative. The positive is give you a lot of experience that gonna be so useful in your experience in the future. And the negative one is like make you feel uncomfortable because you have to really be careful about everything what you did. Right? That's for me. How about you, Zahira?
In my opinion about the myth is it is logical. We shouldn't really believe it, but if it's dangerous, it's trustworthy.
yeah, right. Indonesia has a lot of meat, and knowing all of it is almost impossible unless you you are live with a people that always believe the myth. Like the Prambanan temple. That um the legend of Prambanan, right? Yeah, it is something like that. Kevin, do you have any question or something that we can talk about? Or maybe Zahira, do you have any other question? How about you, Kevin? Do you have any question?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, but the prominent. The last one is her. Who's her name? I forgot that.
Roro Jonggrang.
Her name is Roro Jonggrang. So the last one is Roro Jonggrang. Some people say that because just because legend is say that way. That the last one is Roro Jonggrang. And I think I have nothing to say about it. But can you guys tell me about one creature that you guys really know about a meat in Indonesia? One creature, anything that you guys know.
Oh, one creature. Mm, um, mm, I actually read a lot of them when I was a kid, but I don't really read it right now. But I think that I really know. Mm, what is it? What is it? I think it was near Kidal. I think like the ones that I always believe, because back when I was child and I'm still watching TV. There is one Indonesian artist that is, just doing the Nyiroro Kidul tradition or something like that, just like eating flowers and something like that. I think because I watched that
Oh, I
when,
know.
yeah, because I watched that when
Susanna.
yeah, because I watched that when I was a kid. So I think, just my my I just believe that, and until now, because now I don't really watch that anymore. So yeah, I think it was that one. How about you, Zahira?
Uh, I don't really know. Okay.
It's
Okay.
okay.
The last questions. What message or meaning do you want to convey? From me, maintaining the language and sentences also maintains an attitude in the place or in the you here on something like that.
I'm sorry, Zahira. Can you repeat the question? I don't
Okay,
get.
okay. What your message or meaning do you want to convey? For me, maintaining the language or and sentence also maintains an attitude.
You are
Oh,
correct. In me, I can hear
Message.
you so clear.
Okay. I repeat. Uh, what message
So
or
correct
meaning
in
do you
here. I'm not
want to
kidding.
convey for from me? Maintaining the language and a sentence also maintains an attitude. Your message about the myth or place
Oh,
legend.
okay. Got it. Okay, so means it's not 100% fake or false. How
yeah,
some of
right.
them is really happen in the world. So you have to believe some more, but not really like stuck in there. So you have
Yeah.
to also live.
Meeting and in
But you
less
have
than
to
a minute.
take a good thing in there. I mean, I think so. So
Yeah.
you can go.
Thank you, guys. The meeting ends and in less than a minute. Thank you so much,
Okay,
guys,
okay.
for your
Thank you
See you
time.
later.
for your experience.
See
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
See you next
See
Oh,
you.
time.
forget. I'm the host.